Excuse me? 50% off Bitcoin? Nah.
What's up, friends, and welcome to the channel here at Earl's Yard. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Earl, and if you are returning, thank you for your continued loyalty. I really appreciate all the support. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my personal experience about the BTC 50% off sale on the crypto.com, also known as MCO website, and their syndicate event that they ran for the Bitcoin halving. Now, before I continue on with the rest of the video, I would just like to make it crystal clear, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All of the content in this video and other videos are for entertainment purposes only. Now, I do admit that at times the cryptocurrency space, investing, and Bitcoin in general can be very confusing to get your head around at first. And in my personal opinion, it is for that reason that it is struggling with mainstream adoption. However, we are getting there, and it is getting easier and easier to understand the cryptocurrency space each day that does go by. With that all being said, I would like to give you a really simple explanation as to how the crypto.com 50% off Bitcoin Syndicate halving sale went about. So on the surface, the halving sale, the way they promote it through their marketing and through their Twitter, it looks pretty juicy. 50% off Bitcoin, who wouldn't want a piece of that? However, going a step beyond that, a step further, and actually getting involved with the sale is a little bit confusing and was a little bit tricky in my experience. At the end of the day, crypto.com is just another business, and well, their goal is to make money, okay? So what you need to understand is it's not just a sale where you rock up and you can get 50% off Bitcoin and the story ends there. Essentially, what you do need to do, first of all, is download the crypto.com app onto your smartphone. Get signed up, verify your identity, make an account with them. Once that is completed, they will then ask you to sign up for their exchange. The exchange is accessible through the app. However, using and doing things on the exchange is a lot more simple from a desktop or a PC computer. After you have successfully completed registration for the app and the exchange, you will then have an option to take place in the 50% off Bitcoin Syndicate Sale for the halving. Crypto.com clearly state that you do not have to stake any CRO token on their exchange or their platform in order to take place in the syndicate sale. However, the more CRO that you do buy and stake on their exchange, the more likely you are to receive a larger Bitcoin allocation. On the allocation date, you will log into the exchange and you will be offered an allocation amount. Now, the allocation amount does not actually mean the amount that they are promising you will get. The allocation amount is simply a maximum of what you will get. And then from there, you can choose to either accept or decline. Now, this is very important to understand. Should you accept the allocation, you need to stake the amount of that allocation in CRO token on the exchange for a minimum of 6 months. Across the course of that 6 months, your allocation amount in CRO that is locked away for that time is going to be earning 20% interest per annum on that amount, paid out daily into your crypto.com exchange account. After you have accepted your allocated amount and you have staked your CRO on the crypto.com exchange, in 1 to 2 days' time, they will bring forth an offering of how much BTC they are willing to offer you in exchange for that CRO token that you placed up for the allocation. The way crypto.com work out how much Bitcoin they are willing to give you at 50% off depends on how many subscribers they have in the syndicate sale. Now, it's important to remember there is only $1 million US worth of Bitcoin at 50% off that crypto.com are going to be supplying to their customers worldwide. So basically what that means is the more people that do subscribe to this sale, the less Bitcoin you're going to receive. The less people that subscribe to the sale, the more Bitcoin that you're going to receive. The thing is, I was never actually going to take part in the sale. I kind of, I'm in a bit of a spot where I didn't have a lot of excess cash floating around, but I thought to myself, oh, you know what? It's just too much of a good opportunity to pass by. So I decided to basically invest some of my Bitcoin and stake the CRO on the crypto.com exchange. In total, I ended up staking around 2,000 US dollars worth of CRO token, which would pay me 20% interest per annum, paid out daily. So if we do the math on that, that's around 400 US dollars per year passive income off of that interest, assuming the price of the CRO stays stable. Now, if the price of the CRO token, of course, increases, so does my interest. If the price of the CRO token decreases, my interest will also decrease. All right, it's really important that you understand that. At the current time, the interest paid, again, was 400 US dollars for the year. That equates to roughly $33 a month. And if we go on an average month, we're talking about $1 a day. So I'm basically receiving $1 a day, which I can access through my crypto.com exchange. And should I wish to, I can actually convert that into US dollars. Now that I had staked my 2,000 US dollars worth of CRO, I was going to wait to see how much allocation I would get. When I checked the allocation the following day, I had an allocation amount of just over 1,000 US dollars of Bitcoin. So should I get that entire allocation amount at 50% off Bitcoin, I essentially would have doubled my money in any case, and I would have made $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. That was going to be my best case scenario. So I would basically have 2,000 US dollars worth of Bitcoin for 1,000 US dollars worth of Bitcoin, and I would be left with no excess CRO token. However, I did go to bed that night and I got really excited. Honestly, it felt like how Christmas used to feel when I was 5 years old. It was exciting. I didn't know how much Bitcoin I was going to receive. Of course, I was hoping and dreaming for the $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, but in reality, I really thought, okay, I'm probably going to be happy with maybe $300 or $400 worth. So that was my actual prediction on how much I would actually get in return, or how much Bitcoin I would actually be offered, $300 to $400. So the next morning I wake up at around 6 a.m. and I hop on, log on to the exchange, and I receive an email notification saying that I've been offered my amount in Bitcoin. And I check, and unfortunately I was only offered around 70 US dollars worth of Bitcoin. 70 US dollars worth of Bitcoin at half price. So essentially I doubled my money. So I made $70 for my time. Was I a little disappointed? Well, truth be told, I was quite underwhelmed. I was pretty disappointed. I wasn't upset or annoyed at crypto.com, but obviously I was expecting an amount slightly greater than 50 US dollars, considering they had allocated me 1,000 US dollars. But in all fairness, they were completely transparent and they didn't make any promises that they didn't keep. It did please me to find out that my friend had staked 7,000 US dollars worth of CRO token, and he had gotten an allocation amount of 4,000 US dollars worth of CRO token. Unfortunately, however, he was only offered $400 worth of Bitcoin at 50% off, which essentially meant he doubled his money because it was a 50% off Bitcoin sale. So he made $400 overnight. So if you look at it in that light, it's quite a positive. To make those numbers very clear, my good friend staked 7,000 US dollars worth of CRO. He was allocated $4,000 worth of Bitcoin at 50% off. He got $400 worth of Bitcoin at 50% off. So he essentially gained $400 worth of Bitcoin overnight. As for me, I staked $2,000 worth of CRO. I got allocated $1,000 worth of Bitcoin at 50% off, and I got offered 70 US dollars worth of Bitcoin. So I essentially made $70 worth of Bitcoin overnight. So essentially you have the option to reject the offer entirely. If you do reject the offer entirely, that amount of CRO, so in my case it was 1,000 worth of CRO that I had to put up again to purchase that Bitcoin, would be placed back onto the exchange. And from there, I would have full access to it, whether I wanted to trade it out for US dollars or keep the CRO or trade it out for Bitcoin. That was completely up to me. However, I didn't do that. I decided to take the Bitcoin offering of 70 US dollars worth of Bitcoin. So basically, out of my 1,000 US dollars that I put up for the allocation, $70 worth of Bitcoin was taken from that $1,000, if that makes sense. So to do the maths on that, $1,000 minus $70 would be 930 US dollars. So essentially, I was left with $930 worth of CRO token on the exchange. I could quickly see that the price was starting to drop sharply in CRO because there was many people around the world globally that obviously didn't want to be hanging on to this extra CRO necessarily. So they were dumping their CRO off, trading it out for Bitcoin or US dollars, and that was basically depreciating the value of CRO. I quickly got onto this from a tip from my good friend, and I traded my CRO out for Bitcoin. In case you didn't know, crypto.com are going to be running more sales in the future, and they have already run quite a few sales in the past. To my knowledge, this is the only Bitcoin sale they have run, but they are also going to be offering more 50% off sales for other alternative coins in the future. To really summarize this video, I can honestly say that I really do, from the bottom of my heart, believe in crypto.com as a company. I believe their business offers a lot of really great financial incentives and features, and I do believe that their MCO cards are really fantastic, and I've already started reaping a lot of the rewards from the card. If you were to ask me whether I'd be happy to do another sale again, well, I would tell you that based on this experience, I was, as you know, quite underwhelmed with the amount of Bitcoin I received. I was expecting to get around $300 or $400 worth of Bitcoin at 50% off, but as you know, I did only get around $70 worth of Bitcoin in total. Having known what I know now after being through the sale, if I could go back in time and remake the decision, I would probably decide to still invest in CRO, the company, because I am bullish on the company long term. However, I would have tried to get a lot more cash. So I'd say I probably would have tried to invest at least around 5,000 US dollars worth in CRO. Unfortunately, I just didn't have that cash available on hand. But of course, if I had that cash amount available on hand to invest, it would have increased the chances of me getting more Bitcoin at 50% off, and it would have made it a lot more valuable, and my time would have been a lot more effectively spent in that case. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations, you've got a great attention span. If you've got any questions or comments at all, please leave them below. I'd be more than happy to ask any questions or comments regarding or surrounding cryptocurrency or crypto.com or anything else for that matter, okay? If you did like the video, please give a big thumbs up. It will really just improve my chances of the video being seen in front of more people. I really do want to try and get these videos out on an international level. If you enjoyed me as a person and the content today, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell so that you're aware when new videos come out. I'm trying to post 2 to 3 videos weekly at the moment. And also, please don't forget, most importantly of all, if you did find value in this video and you've got other friends that would be interested in this content, please do consider sharing the video with as many family and friends as you possibly can. And if you're not already signed up, make sure you check out the description in this video to find my links to the crypto.com app. Make sure you do sign up for the ruby red card or above, and you'll get a 50 USD bonus after you do that. Then on top of that, you can also make an account with Coinbase, where on the first 100 US dollars worth of Bitcoin you buy, you get a bonus extra 10 US dollars. Thanks for watching the video, and peace out till next time.